Hey everyone, and welcome back to Film Obscura. And I know it's been a while, but I'm back with a very raw and rough opinion of mine on Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. First off, I remember when Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull first came out. I caught a midnight release. And I'll start off with my complaints for Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny first, just to kind of clear the air. And if you guys hear any background noise, I apologize. I'm recording in the rain right now, and it's a big storm, which is kind of fitting to talk about Indiana Jones, I guess. Adds that mysterious vibe. First of all, my biggest complaint for Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, so far from what I know, is that Shia LaBeouf's Mutt Williams will not be returning. The last film set his character up to be sort of the continuation of the franchise, and it would be nice for a father and son adventure to be the final film in the franchise, considering that's where the last one was heading. But I will give it some slack here, considering the Indiana Jones films usually do their own thing. They don't necessarily connect tightly. They're more their own contained story or adventure with little, Easter eggs of what has happened previously mentioned. And yes, I know 15 years have passed, and yes, I know that Shia LaBeouf has kind of stepped away from acting, but I think since it's been so long, they could have recasted him with, Chris Pratt, which I know is a popular fan cast, or someone like that. And I think it would have worked, especially with the big time gap in between. And that's my main problem with Dial of Destiny. But I'm sure I can overlook that because Indiana Jones films, like I said, they're usually more self-contained with just little hints of previous films. Another similar complaint I have along the lines of these is Marion Ravenwood doesn't seem to be returning in this one, and spoiler alert for 15 years ago, they were married in the last film, so I don't exactly know what's going on there. He has his wedding ring in the trailer if you look closely, so my guess is she'll be referenced, kind of like what I hear they'll do with Mutt. But something that propels my worry with this is we see that in the trailer he's retiring, and we see him sitting at his house just laying there watching TV, and he looks depressed, and he's by himself. So I'm wondering if somehow in the world of Indiana Jones, only 12 years have passed because Kingdom of the Crystal Skull took place in 1957 and this one takes place in 1969. So I'm wondering if in these 12 in-universe years, if Indiana Jones and Marion divorced, which I think would kind of kill a lot of the story that has already taken place and just be a very bad decision. I also heard a few things from James Mangold about how he's gonna kind of make Indiana Jones dark and bitter, and that's kind of paraphrasing, but I don't want that. I don't want another Luke the Last Jedi situation, and I'm hoping it's not as bad as that. But now that my main worries and complaints are out of the way, let's talk about the trailer itself and just my theories for the plot. The trailer shows Indiana Jones now retiring as a professor and is going on one final mission with his goddaughter Helena Shaw. Helena also gives me some worry considering some modern day tropes, but with James Mangold at the helm and the actress seems fun, I think she has potential. It also seems that her and Indy have a back and forth dynamic, so that should be interesting to watch throughout the film. It is kind of weird to me though to replace one kid of Indy's with another kid. She does seem to have a similar sense of adventure though to her godfather, and she brings along some clues that lead to something called the Dial of Destiny, which is, as you guys guessed by the title, what they're after for in this story. And from many fan theories I've seen online and a lot of the hints in the trailers and the set leaks, it seems that it's a time travel device. So that's equal parts interesting and equal parts worrisome, because it looks like they're disarming the boulder trap from Raiders, and I don't really want them going back and changing parts of the old films, but James Mangold, who I trust with his past works, he says that's not what they're doing, and I choose to believe this, and I hope I'm not proven wrong in June. I really like that they took the complaints from the first trailer and got rid of them. They made Indiana Jones dark and say he didn't believe in the past experiences he had in the first trailer, and then they also had a slowed down dramatic version of the usually triumphant theme of his, play, and I heard a lot of complaints about that. But in this trailer, we hear him talk about how he's seen a lot of things and that he's experienced tons of unbelievable things. And then we get an actual upbeat, cool version of the Indiana Jones iconic theme. So overall, I'm cautiously hopeful for this film, and I'm really hoping that it is a good send-off. What do you guys think so far of what we know about Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny? Are you looking forward to this film? Do you have any worries? Let me know in the comments below, and see you guys in the next video.